So welcome to the channel. Hopefully you can forgive the funny lighting that I've got right now. The GoPro is doing its best to not fall over, but I thought I would show you what I recently picked up in order to start this channel. I've recently been following along a person who is developing a ROM hack for Pokemon Crystal, and that inspired me to do something that I've done in a couple of other games, which is to do a full dex completion in that game. So I'm kind of a completionist. In Emerald, I have a full dex and I'm working on completing all 4 stars. And in Soul Silver, I have a full dex and I'm working on completing all 5 stars. So I went ahead and did some math, and on Bulbapedia, I figured out the games that I would need in order to create a full dex in Crystal. And that is what I have here. Now, notably, these are the same. This is Pokemon Red, and the original case was chewed up. You can see now that it is in a new shiny case, and that we are, of course, fighting the lighting. But I've got Red, that being in its original case. I've got Yellow, Gold, and Crystal. And the Crystal is actually in super good shape. And I'm pretty big on using all original hardware, and this just arrived today. This is a custom Game Boy Color, and it is from a company called Retromancy. I found them on eBay, and there's a couple things that I liked about this particular Game Boy Color, and that's one, you can see that it's got the Haunter and the logo down here. But two is that this does have the upgraded IPS screen, and I just got done dialing it in, and I figured I would show you how good it looks. So let's get the volume up. There you go. Classic Game Freak. And there it is. So all that I have done so far in this save file is basically go on the very first route. You can see I'm only 3 minutes into the game, and all that I've done, 29 minutes into the game, but all that I've done is go up a couple of routes until you are going towards Mr. Pokemon's house. So that screen is just amazing. These IPS screens are adjustable for brightness and for the Game Boy Color logo to change. But yeah, I figured this would be a good representation of what's to come on the channel. I will be completing this Crystal Dex using all factory hardware. Now I have something else that I'll be using along with this, a couple of things actually, and that is right over here. I have my original Game Boy Advance SP. Now the SP trade cable will not work, the Game Boy Advance trade cable will not work, but I can get a Game Boy Color trade cable, and it should be able to go from one to the other. That will allow me to plug in one of these other games and use it in conjunction with Crystal and do some trading. The other thing that I have, and the reason that I'll be able to stream, is I just picked up a capture card that goes to HDMI, and I have a GameCube with the GBA player attached that I have set up to go to HDMI. So what I should be able to do is I should be able to pull my HDMI and stream from the GameCube playing these original cartridges. So that's going to be my plan for this channel moving forward, and I hope you guys will stick around. Thanks, and I'll see you on the streams.